Look, you don't need more bullish threads. You really don't. What you need is a rule. A rule that forces you to kill your own idea before the market does it for you. So in this explainer, we're going to build a super simple habit to do exactly that. Think of it as a system to protect you from your own worst enemy, that little voice in your head that just wants to be right.
Come on, let's be honest with each other for a second. When you say you're doing research, what are you really doing? Are you just scrolling, looking for that one post, that one chart that screams, "Yes, you're a genius, buy more"? We all do it.
And yeah, that feeling, it's awesome. It feels like you're building solid conviction. But here's the dangerous part. While you're feeling great, that habit is quietly in the background, just torpedoing your returns. It is a subtle but absolutely lethal trap, and almost everyone falls right into it. Now listen, this isn't some personal flaw. It's not you, it's your brain. It's a universal brain bug. Scientists call it confirmation bias. See, your brain is wired to save energy by finding stuff that agrees with it. It's a great survival mechanism out in the wild, but it is absolutely deadly in the markets.
You know, I've seen this play out after looking at hundreds of real portfolios. The accounts that consistently did better, they weren't run by people with a magic crystal ball, nope. The big wins didn't come from smarter predictions. They came from having a better process, a better system for killing bad ideas early. That's the whole secret. Process beats prediction, every single time.
So how do we actually escape this conviction trap? Well, it starts with a simple, really powerful rule. We're going to call it the 40% disconfirm rule. This is your way out.
40%. That's the number. So what does that mean? It means you pre-commit, you promise yourself that 40% of every single research session is dedicated to one thing and one thing only, actively trying to prove yourself wrong. You spend that time hunting for the bear case, not pumping up the bull case.
Okay, here's how it works in practice. Let's say you've got 25 minutes to look into an idea. You set a timer. For the first 10 minutes, that's your 40%, your only job is to try and kill it. You write down 2 reasons it could fail. You compare it to its benchmark to get some perspective, and then you do the most powerful step of all. You write a pre-mortem. You finish this one sentence. It's 6 months from now, and this investment was a complete disaster because you literally forced yourself to imagine failure before you've had a chance to fall in love with the idea.
All right, so a disconfirm habit is a great start. But what happens when the market goes sideways and emotions are running high? We start making excuses, right? We rationalize. We say, oh, it's just a temporary dip. That's why we need a system that kicks in when our willpower checks out. We need to automate our discipline. We need tripwires.
And this is the key difference right here. Willpower is fragile. It just kind of hopes you'll do the right thing, but man, it cracks under pressure. Tripwires are totally different. They are preset if-then rules. It's your calm, logical brain making decisions way in advance. So there's no debate when you're stressed out and most likely to make a bad call.
And here are some actual examples of what these can look like. Super simple. If your position starts lagging its benchmark by 8%, then the rule is you automatically cut it in half. No debate, no second guessing. If the company cuts guidance, then you stop reinvesting dividends. Or what about this one? If you slack off and miss your own monthly check-in, then you freeze all new buys. Simple rules based on price, fundamentals, and your own behavior. And that's the magic right there. When you pre-commit to these rules, you take the argument away from your future, emotional, in-the-moment self. Your disciplined past self already made the smart plan, and your future self just has to execute it. It is so powerful.
Okay, let's get real for a second. This is about risk control. It is not a magic win button. Tripwires aren't perfect, right? They can get triggered by a sudden crazy market gap. You always have to think about taxes before you sell, and sometimes just freezing new buys is a better move than a hard sell. This whole thing is about managing risk, not pretending we can eliminate it.
So, we've talked about the why, we've talked about the how. Now, let's make it real. Here is your 3-step action plan to put this whole system to work, like today.
We designed this to be ridiculously easy. First, just make a simple checklist with the rules we just talked about. Second, open your calendar right now, seriously, right now, and schedule 2 25-minute Disconfirm-First blocks for sometime this week. And third, and this is the most important one, just pick one of your current positions and set one tripwire on it. Just one. That's it. You've officially started.
So, it all comes down to this one simple question. Will you commit to trying just one 40% disconfirm block this week? Drop a yes or a no down in the comments below. Let's see who's in.
Hey, if you want to build more systems just like this one, rules that cut through all the noise and help you shrink regret, make sure you like this and subscribe. Next week, we're going to build a one-click, track-only watch list that will seriously upgrade your outside view in like 5 minutes. You don't want to miss it. See you then.